Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, my name is Brad. This is my channel Animate Orange, where I build a lot of 3D metal models and show you how I do it. Today on the table, another Legends model, this time from Guardians of the Galaxy. We have Rocket. And I very much enjoy the changes they've made with the newer models. With the Guardians of the Galaxy models, they have a more semi-gloss finish, which I think looks better, and they have a slightly different construction style, or maybe a very different construction style in the way the legs come together, and it makes the build a lot easier and a bit faster. So let's open this up, take a look inside, see what we've got going on, and put together another member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. Let's open up Rocket. Another Guardian of the Galaxy. Inside we have one sheet with the slightly semi-gloss finish and the new design of the legs. I like how the legs are all one piece and fairly simple to put together. And then we have the one sheet of instructions. Open this up real quick. Blank on the back, instructions on the front because it's not a very long build. Fold this in half and fit it on the screen and go over the instructions or the assembly flowchart rather briefly. At the top here, the top quarter, we have line drawing of the completed model and a drawing of the sheet, and all the parts are numbered so you can use this to find out where the parts are on the sheet to put them together. And then down below that we have a sample part with the notation of the fold lines, pre-scored areas that make it easier to fold, insertion holes and insertion tabs. The tabs go into holes. Speaking of insertion tabs and insertion holes, over here in the legend, when you see a blue circle next to a connection point, it means to insert that tab into the hole, fold it over 90 degrees. The green triangle means to insert and twist. Most of these are probably going to be folded because they're on the outside, with a few that are twisted. We have a 360 view. You can either scan this QR code or go to this web address. And below that we have the assembly flowchart, start of the assembly flowchart with part 1 and 2, how 1 folds and 2 comes together with that. And then there's more folding, and then part 3 adds on, and you end up with that. A little bit more folding. Actually 3 comes on here, fold it and put it in here, and end up with that. And that's how the flowchart works. And then you jump up here with part 4 and continue on, just following the arrows, going down the page. Once you get to the halfway point, you jump to this quarter, or page 3, continue on, and then page 4, continue on. Once you get to the bottom, you are finished with your model. Let's take a moment to talk about tools. This is a very basic set of tools that I use in pretty much every build. I've got a very standard set of tweezers that I use very frequently. I've got some precision tweezers, another flat set here, and a couple of pointed tweezers, one of which I've ground the tip down just a bit to make it a little flatter for grabbing tabs. I have clippers that I use to get the parts off of the sheets quickly and easily. It's better than bending and trying to break them off. And then a couple of different pliers, a flat nose set and a long needle nose pliers set. They come in handy for bending in different situations. Talked a little bit about tools. Got some basics to get me started, plus a dowel rod, which is helpful for bending over shoulder areas or shaping shoulder areas. Got the metal sheet, the instructions. Let's put this together.
This arm assembles differently than I'm used to, but it's pretty easy to understand. It often takes small adjustments to get parts to fit. I believe this is the first Legends model I have built with a tail. It's not tough to figure out the shape, just curve the sides in and whatnot until the slots and tabs line up. The legs on the Guardians of the Galaxy models are so much easier than the previous Legends designs. Just fold up the toes and feet, then fold up the sides, pushing the sides of the foot over the tabs and securing them. Then fold up the other side, doing the same thing with the side of the foot. Then angle the side of the leg a little, fold over the front of the leg securing the tab. Then fold the leg over onto the back securing the tab. comparing the tool I plan to use against the marks on the side of the head to see if it's a good size to use to shape the ear. As always, it helps to bend angle tabs out so that they point straight towards the next connection.
One more to add to the Legends collection, we have Rocket. And Rocket is a little bit different. Took me about 30 minutes to build this model. Again, it's the newer style model, Legends model, because this is one of the Guardians of the Galaxy models. And I've said it plenty of times before, I'm going to say it again. I love the changes that they've made, especially with the way the body and legs come together. It's so much easier to do now. It's so much easier to get in the habit once you've done it once or twice. You almost don't need the instructions to put those legs together. And it's so much simpler than the older design. I love the idea that they're making that change. So he's the newer design. It didn't take very long to put him together. There is some differences. The head is a very different shape, but not hard to figure out, not difficult to do at all. And being he's Rocket, he's got ears, he's got a bit of a snout, and he's got a tail. So it makes him a little more complicated, but really, the time that's saved by being this new design is more than enough for the extra tidbits you have to put on. Still another really easy model to do. If you built a few Legends, he's going to fly right together. It did not take me long to do. I'm loving these Legends models. I'm loving the Guardians of the Galaxy models, and I've got one more left to do. And I'm loving also the fact that it's more of a semi-gloss finish. It just works so much better. Better than I expected. Didn't really have any expectations going into this. Another Legends model can't be that hard. I thought, he's got some ears, it'll be a little bit more to it, but the fact that it's a different shaped head, ears, snout, and tail made it seem a little bit more complicated. No, super easy. I'm loving it. Excellent. Thank you, Metal Earth, for another wonderful model to put together. There's really not much more that I can say about these models that I haven't already said. If you're looking for a little collectible that you can make yourself, run out and grab you your favorite superhero model to get started. And if you like the Guardians of the Galaxy, there you go. As always, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below. Thank you for watching, and keep on keeping on.